is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go on EA Sports. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. From the shotgun, he'll throw to get this one started. Open man, that's Dante Thornton. He's close to a first down. Gain of 9, nice pitch and catch on first down.
Gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's second down and a yard. On the ground, this is Ashton Jeanty. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Raider first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Keep it on the ground with Jeanty, and he'll get this to the 43-yard line. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the Dolphins' 43-yard line.
Second down, they need 7. The shotgun, here's Jackson. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it'll be third down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, Jackson. That's taken in, and a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. From the gun, Jackson. He's got it at about the 8, and he's into the end zone. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Raiders.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Raiders 7, Dolphins nothing.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This fielded at about the 9. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
On play action, here's Jackson. Rolling right. Escaping the danger, throwing, and completed. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Dolphins first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down. He'll stay on the ground. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Darian Porter in on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Kupp in motion. Jackson now on 2nd down. Kupp brings it in left side. He's into space past the 25. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. That's into the hands of the fullback. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback. Like, they don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands, I can do some things.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line.
1st and goal.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. Talk about a big swing there. The offense was driving ahead in the red zone, looking to score. Not only does the defense stop them, Greg, they get the ball back and they improve the field position with a nice fumble return.
And what a change of events. You find yourself defending your own side of the field, and next thing you know, you scoop. For a minute, it looked like there was going to be a score, but either way, after running out of gas, he sets his offense up in a great situation.
He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked off by Jeremy Chinn. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
All right, Mike, at this point, am I allowed to call timeout? Because I would love to talk to both of these offenses. Listen, guys, ball security. Protecting the ball is the #1 rule in football. You've got one side losing it on a fumble, the other side gives it right back with a pick. I mean, come on, guys. As an offensive guy, I want to see big plays. I want to see long drives, touchdowns, not a game of hot potato bouncing the ball back and forth.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Cooper, Kupp, touchdown, Dolphins.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. but it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Gentry to start the drive. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. And he is gone. 72 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Jackson. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards.
First down, Miami.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Darian Porter in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. Now, Jackson. He'll complete it to Adams. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Miami.
And here's a great example, Mike, of how experience and having some veteran players at these key spots, they can work so well together. The whole idea is you need to see the game through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think that's what the receiver did such a nice job in. He was on time, he was accurate, and you never fool your quarterback. When you have two guys like this that are operating on the same page, you can see the result.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Here we go on the return from the 1. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gentry. Room to run past midfield. Inside the 30. And he will score. Ashton Gentry. Touchdown, Vegas. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here first half. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Dolphins 14.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. It is 2nd and 9. Jackson now. He's going to look deep, going to Kupp. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. Clock to stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. First and 10. Throwing Jackson. Flushed to his left. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
2nd down. Jackson moving to his right. There he goes again. And the Dolphins are likely going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. Pushed out to his left. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 2nd down, Jackson again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
And this is blocked. Now this is scooped up by a member of the offense. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end.
Your body is acting up, your mind is out of bounds, it's telling you back it up. You shock about thoughts and memories that's adding up, like overseas. You feel alive, like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed, like you ain't had enough. You still feel paralyzed, friends is having kids, ain't had enough. Still used to having a world with no love.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. quarter begins with a run. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action now. Jackson. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
A first down throw for Jackson. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Raiders' 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3. Now it's Jackson. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Back to throw, Jackson. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
This one, batted away. It's incomplete. Sauce Gardner, as good as they come. There to knock that one away.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. That is Max Crosby in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Jackson. He gets this complete, finding Adams. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Forced out left. A throw on the move is caught. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
He's going to run it, and he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Ball at the the 3, second down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. They'll run. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. Even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's 1st and 10. This is Genty, and he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Two minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here comes 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it's going to be 3rd down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
They'll run here, and he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Possibly the play of the game right here. It is 4th down. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. The shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end convert on 4th down.
First and 10 at the
Some
43.
teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. A gain of 24 through the air. First down, Vegas.
Doesn't it seem like that every time we see a highlight reel catch, they love showing the wide receivers and the running backs, but let's give a little love to the big tight end. I mean, what an athletic play. Understanding that ball was down and away, you've got to lay out to secure it, and not only is he able to get his hands under it and catch it initially, but he's able to survive the ground, and that's a big-time play.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. He'll run. And a nice one there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down. And we are set for a great finish. Timeout, 2 seconds remaining in the game. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to win the game. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So this one, a win for the Raiders. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. That'll do it for us. For my partner, Greg Olson, our entire team, Mike Tirico, this has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out on X at EA Sports_Mutt. Good night, everybody.